This episode has been brought to you by Fornos Law Firm, devoted to optimizing your legal results at fornoslaw.com.
Welcome to Push Rim Life After Injury podcast, recorded June 20th, 2014, episode 44, Casa Colina Therapeutic Recreation and Outdoor Adventure Program. I'm Ray Pizarro.
I'm Richard Bell.
We want to thank our audience for being with us. These podcasts were created to talk about spinal cord injury related topics, disability resources, and also spotlight individuals that found ways to get past their challenges and are now a great source of inspiration. On this episode, our friends Ruben BARAJAS and Priti PATEL from Casa Colina Centers for Rehabilitation talked to us about their outdoor adventure program and the Lap Meet Sea Sports Camp. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, so we'll start with Ruben and ask how you got a part of this and how you became injured.
Okay. Well, my injury was in October 2012. I was on my way to school on my motorcycle, and somebody wanted the carpool lane, and I was in the way, and they didn't see me, so I got hit off my bike, and I just broke my neck, C3, C4. But that happens. It's no really.
It really does.
I'm not upset about it in any way. It's life.
Yeah.
And I've been really blessed to get a lot of return. But so I went from UCI, intensive care unit, to Casa Colina, inpatient, and then TLC, and then outpatient. And it was at TLC where, every single part of it was just awesome. Every single therapist that I worked with, they all know their stuff, as well as know how to motivate you and teach you at the same time.
Yeah, I have a question about Casa Colina and TLC. Mm-hmm. Are they the same?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, right?
It is, but Casa Colina is inpatient. TLC is seen more as like a
transitional.
It's called transitional, but it's seen more as like an outpatient, almost like a nursing home kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
But it's for people who want to continue therapy, but don't really have anywhere else to go.
Okay, yeah, because I noticed when I go to group, a lot of people from TLC come over, and I'm like, I was always confused as to whether they were the same.
Well, they're on the same grounds, but they're just in a different building because they actually live there. So
as far as therapy goes, how was that for you? What was the toughest part? Did you have any challenge? One of the things that stands out.
The therapist kind of pushed me through every step because little by little I started getting a couple muscles back here and another muscle group there back, so they would help guide me through that. But the hardest part was honestly with outdoor adventures, getting out and doing stuff and trying to do stuff in a way that worked with what I had.
Right.
I remember the first thing that I did. We went bowling, and I was like, bowling, man, I'm in a wheelchair. How am I going to do bowling? But they were able to wheel me right there in front of the lane, and they got that rack thing that you put the bowling ball on, and helped me stand up from my wheelchair, got it all set up for me, and I was able to aim it, guide it, and then push it, and then, get out of my wheelchair and do something that, I haven't done since before my accident. So
what a good feeling. Huh?
It was awesome, man. It was awesome. And then, little by little, I kept going out with them and doing other stuff, and they were like, do you want to go? And I was like, yes, I want to go. No matter what it was, it's just I want to try it. So.
Right. So as far as family goes and friends, were they there as a backbone, support resource?
They were there the entire time. I have a great support system, a huge support system, lots and lots of family, awesome friends that they were just there for me, And it's one of the things that I learned, unfortunately, is that I thought with my injury that I was hurt, and I felt okay with that, and I was going to be fine. But I didn't realize how much I affected other people as well, and how much my injury, came down on them too.
They go along for the ride.
They did, and I learned a lot of respect for other people, and it was really humbling to be able to see just how my life isn't just my life.
Exactly.
And the importance of being social, and being part of support groups and part of the adaptive disabled community.
For sure.
You
learn so much.
And it's been pretty awesome.
And Priti, is that how you got involved too, or just trying to be part of a community and give some assistance?
Yeah, many people haven't even really heard of recreation therapy, and they don't really know what recreation therapists do. And I was one of those people. I started out volunteering at a hospital through high school and college a little bit, but definitely through high school and learning about the different, professions in a hospital. And I knew that, the cliche, I want to help people. I knew that. But how, I didn't know until I just happened to meet a recreation therapist while I was in school. And she was like, this is what I do. And she told me all about what she did. And I was like, wow, so you can help, so you help people in this way. And she's like, it's interesting because you see a different side of a patient when you take them out to do something they never thought they could do again,
Right.
or they've never even tried before their injury or illness. So I was very intrigued by that, and then that's how I kind of got into the profession, and I graduated from the University of Georgia, so I'm from Georgia originally, and then lived in New York City for about 6 years and started a recreation therapy program at a rehab hospital there, and then ended up in California, and I signed on with Casa Colina about 3 months after living here. Didn't know anything about California or anything, but I knew that just by researching the hospital itself, it's a great institution, and definitely wanted to be part of it. And then was lucky enough to get into the profession of director of therapy, recreation, and outdoor adventures.
I think that's where we met, right? At one of the support groups there that they have weekly.
Yes, we have a weekly support group that's actually led by the peers. It's not even led by our Casa Colina staff, which it makes it even better. And people, our spinal cord injury patients, definitely look forward to this support group because of the peer-to-peer collaboration and just the resources, the education that you get from this group. So yeah, we were lucky enough to have that out at Casa Colina as well.
So does that make us peers? We're peers, right?
Totally.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think one of the times I led the group a couple times where, maybe a few people didn't show up, and it's up to whoever wants to
Right.
kind of lead it, and that makes it more easy and makes us more approachable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're in chairs and we have experience of being in one for a while and know a lot of resources. So that's what we're there for, is to share as much as we can, so newly injured patients don't feel so isolated or maybe don't have any direction, or who do I talk to, where do I go?
I remember when I first got to Casa Colina, they scheduled me to go to the Friday meetings, and I was like, I don't really want to go. Like, why? Like, I just want to do my therapy and rest, and that's it. But they, kept going, and they kept scheduling me, and then finally I was like, okay, I'll go. And so I went, and little by little I started opening up and talking, and it was awesome. Like, I learned so much, and not only learning about my injury, but also learning that there's people out there who are just like, yo, man, it's gonna be all right. Like, we're just gonna work with what you got, and you're gonna be fine. And it was awesome.
And believe it or not, even as older injury people, when we go, we actually learn from you guys too, the newer injured. So it's a great thing all around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it works both ways. So we also strive to purge all this great information through our networks. Now we're living in a social era where we have information at the online and through medias and stuff like that, and Rich will tell you, that's why we created kind of our website, and just to have another option for people.
Yeah.
There's many out there, so the more options we have, the more accessible things like this are going to come up. And
Yeah, so now that brings us to something exciting.
Yeah.
Land Meets Sea.
Land Meets Sea. Yeah, we're super excited about Land Meets Sea Camp. It's actually a camp that's been running for many, many years. And this year we are hosting Land Meets Sea Camp August 6th, 7th, and 8th out in Long Beach at Marine Stadium, and then other sites around that for our landside sports. But it's full of just fun, exciting, activities. We have the water side, which is like our jet ski, water ski, kayaking, sailing. We harbor cruise. And then we have our land side where we have basketball and hockey and rugby and tennis. And so it just gives people an opportunity to come out and participate in these activities for the first time, or we take experienced participants as well, and just being able to do these things all in 3 days, and just kind of have a little appetizer of each activity throughout the 3 days of camp. We have experienced coaches that come out and really help the participants learn these actual sports, as well as we have a great group of that hosts the water side, which is our water ski, jet ski, and volunteers and things. So we know that when we take a participant out for the first time on a water ski or jet ski, we have volunteers and staff surrounding them. They feel safe. It's just fun. It's a great, exciting.
Now, do you have to be a inpatient or have to have gone to Casa Colina, or is it open to the community?
No, actually, all of our activities, our trips for outdoor adventurers, are open to the community, and it's for participants with a disability. So we take people with disabilities from various disabilities to developmentally delayed participants as well. And then Lamb Meet Sea is part of the Outdoor Adventures program, and so anybody from the community is invited. We even have people from out of state that come to this camp. So
wow,
yeah.
That's cool. Is there a fee or a cost to
Yes, so
some of these?
we subsidize our costs for our outdoor adventures trips, including Lamb Meet Sea. For the 3-day camp, it's $300, and if you come for 1 day, it's $100. So we really, you are busy the whole time you're there, and that includes all the activities and lunch as well. So, and you get a goodie bag with T-shirts and fun things.
You
So,
can't beat that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, would you guys trust me with the jet ski?
I don't know.
Well, with enough assistance around you, I'm sure you'll be
well-
No, we anybody who wants to try it, we put them out there. But we strive on being as safe as possible, and that's our number one goal. We want, of course, everybody to have a lot of fun and to participate in these great activities, but safety is number one. So we make sure we have enough staff and volunteers to help out.
Excellent.
Yeah, and you guys also have like vendors and small little booths in the areas as well, so they
We-
can get resources and stuff.
We do, and if there's something that you're looking for, we definitely have people, staff that are there to assist you or get you that information, those resources as well. We will have a couple of vendors there, but the main focus is the activities for the participants. That's what camp is all about. We want to make sure that the participants have a great time and really get to experience these activities, and hopefully they fall in love with it and want to do it again and again, and maybe even on their own with their friends and family, and that's the goal. Yeah.
Ray and I went 1 year, a while back, I think even before Push Room, huh?
Yeah,
And,
it was early.
Yeah, and actually Lamb Meet Sea is the reason I'm in a full-on manual chair. Because when we were there, my battery died on me all the way in Long Beach. I took the train that day, so getting back home was just drama.
Yeah.
But so after that, I was like determined. I'm like, I'm gonna do this manual chair no matter what.
Yeah.
So
because then it's less hassle, less drama.
And that's a great example of how, the different ways that this camp can change someone's lives. They just, not only are you doing something, again, you never thought you could do or that you're doing for the first time, but also something like your experience.
Yeah.
That's-
It did change my life.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Lost a lot of weight, everything. So
That's right. So Ruben, tell me about your skiing trip. Did you end up doing that?
It
And
was awesome.
How
I
was
went
that?
with Outdoor Adventures. They gave me a call and said, "Hey, we got a spot open. It's yours if you want it." And I said, "Yeah, sure. I'm there." And I went, and it was absolutely amazing. The first time I went was in January, and I was terrified the whole time going up there, getting to Casa Colina, and then going with them up the mountain. I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I've never, I didn't ski before. I snowboarded a few times, but I was never that good.
Right.
So I was like, oh man, we'll see what happens. I'm scared of what I'll be able to do. And then I get up there, and the assistants and the volunteers and everybody that they had, they already knew the deal. So they've worked with people like me before. So they were like, yo man, we got this. Let's get you set up on what you need, and then let's go down the mountain. And I was like, all right. So went down the first time, and it was such an awesome rush. It was so amazing. I was like, all right. And they're like, you want to do another one? So I was like, yeah, let's do another one. So I was up and down that mountain, can't even remember how many times all day long. And then I loved it so much that I went I want to get in February, and then I want to get in the last. I think it was the last day of the season in March. There wasn't much snow up there, but I was like, I don't care, man. I want to get up there. I want to do something.
Sounds like you caught the bug.
Yeah, it was amazing, and yeah.
So after you showed them video and photos, like your parents and stuff, what did they go with you or?
No, they didn't get a chance to go with me. Everybody, had work or something on that day, but.
So when you brought back photos and footage, how did they react?
People were like, "Are you kidding me? What are you doing up on that mountain, man?" And I was like, "Yo, I'm trying something new," and I was really, really thankful for the opportunity, and I'm really glad for the possibility, the fact that there's something like this, a program like this out there to help people like me try something that they didn't think they'd be able to do before. So I had an awesome time.
I understand you're gonna make your first appearance at Land Meet C too.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing other things periodically. I went like hand cycling, a couple of other things, and so I want to go to Land Meet C. I don't think I'll be able to make it all 3 days, but I want to definitely make it for at least one.
Yeah.
And try some of the awesome.
Let me know
water
a day.
stuff.
I'll meet you up there.
Sure, dude. Yeah.
That's great.
She wants to throw me on a
throw
water
her.
ski, so I'm down.
So pretty. Can you run down a list of the different sports that are available for people to try at the sports camp?
At Land Meet C
Yeah,
Camp,
yeah,
sure.
Land Meet C.
So we have basketball, tennis, hockey. We have quad rugby, and we have hand cycling as well.
Cool.
And and they kind of just alternate depending on which day you come, and the different times. It'll alternate throughout the day. So those are the list of our land sports.
Land side, yeah.
And then we have our water side as well, and then that's the water ski, jet ski, sailing, harbor cruise, kayaking. Yeah.
They got kayaking, dude. You might have to try that.
You go for it.
Dude.
No, man.
I'm cool.
I went kayaking before, and I was like, I want to get out there. It's something to help my hand real quick. And
Yeah.
I'm good. Let's go.
They strapped your hand onto theirs to get a
Oh,
better
no. I'm
grip,
talking
or-
before my accident.
Oh, gotcha.
So now I'll probably need something to help my hand, but
gotcha.
that's it. I'm
sure-
ready to go.
Yeah, so that's what Outdoor Adventures does. Just like Ruben was saying. Now we would adapt the activity for him. He was able to kayak before, and he knows he likes it. So we definitely want to get him out there again. So part of the program is to make sure we get him out there again, and we would do that with whatever adaptive equipment we could find for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. And how long has the Land Meet C sports camp been going on for? How many years?
It's been over 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of evolved. It's been different each year. They've had different activities at the camp. The camp used to be 4 days versus 3 that it is this year. And it started off as 3 days. So it's really evolved. And we're just happy we can bring it, and provide this sort of activity for this community. It's a very unique camp. There's not any out here in Southern California like it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we have people from out of state coming to this camp. So we're just happy we can keep it going, and we want to spread the word.
No, it's great. I mean, it's an invaluable resource and something that's should be mandatory. Man, where you're going through your rehabilitation
For sure.
process, to
Absolutely.
be exposed to just one of these things while you're in there, because sometimes people don't get a chance to come back, and take advantage of these.
Well, I know that when I was an inpatient, I didn't participate in any outdoor type things whatsoever. It was all just, in the gym, in therapy, and that was
Right.
it. And then luckily I got a chance to go to TLC at Casa Colina, which then gave me the opportunity to try this stuff. And I was like, wow, this gives me a whole new understanding of why I'm doing therapy, of what I'm trying to get back.
Mm-hmm.
And it was awesome.
Absolutely.
Good deal. So, as we get closer to wrapping, anything else you want to maybe add to how the recreational part of the adventure program and the therapists work to you, and how ideal it is for you? And
It's awesome. They're tough on you in the best way, and they guide you, and they make sure that you do everything you can to have the best time you can. So
you would definitely recommend people to try it just once, right?
I kind of actually want to convince some of my friends and family to try out something like this, in wheelchairs and stuff, just so that they can get an understanding of how much of a world there is out there for for us.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
And it brings up a great point also that, Outdoor Ventures, we really encourage family and friends to be part of the program as well. Not necessarily for the activity per se, but to be with with their participant, because that way, or they're, because they can kind of see what they're going through or how they're doing certain things, because the end goal is for these participants to do it with their families and friends, where they don't need the support of their therapist anymore.
Exactly.
And that's kind of what we want to see. So it's great to involve the family, and that's really a big component with recreation therapy. Is it makes it a little unique from other therapies, is that we really want to incorporate the family into the sessions, in these activities.
That's an awesome feeling, right? When you could be out somewhere with your family, friends, significant others, and be like, hey, let's go kayaking, sure. Leave your chair behind, your adaptive equipment, and jump on a boat or something and get out and enjoy life again. It's just the best. So, as we wrap up, so we're getting close to the end here. I just want to make sure people are able to maybe get in contact with you, or where can people reach out to you, Ruben?
They could find me either through Outdoor Adventures, or they can hit me up on my Facebook page. It's just BARAJAS86.
Okay.
Facebook.com/BARAJAS86.
Okay.
And
we'll make sure we put that on our video for you, so people can pick your brain a little bit and ask you some questions.
And I'm in school now I'm pre-med. I've changed my major to pre-med. I want to be able to one day become a rehabilitation doctor and give back to the people who, in a way that I was helped, to people who are going through what I went through. So
wow,
excellent.
Good luck with if they have any questions about that, maybe I can help them with that too, or that also.
Awesome.
Dude, kudos, man. That's
Thank
great. Good job. And Priti, where can people get more information, a website, contact info?
Sure. So, we talked a lot about Land Meet Sea, so that's definitely coming up August 6th through the 8th. And we also have outdoor adventure trips as well. And all that information is available on our website, which is casacolina.org. And then you just click under Outdoor Adventures, and you'll see all the information about Land Meet Sea, our upcoming outdoor adventure trips, and things like that. You could also contact us via email, which is adventure@casacolina.org. And then by phone, it's we're also available, and it's our main line to Casa Colina, which is 909-596-7733, and the Outdoor Adventures extension is 4131.
Great.
4131.
Got it.
All right, and you can reach us, of course, on www.pushroom.com, and our YouTube channel is Club Pushroom, one word.
Yeah, we could also, we're also up on iTunes. Just type in Pushroom. If a lot of audio listeners out there want to download us and be either in your hospital room or, at working out, exercising, kayaking.
Yeah.
You can listen to our programming that way. And to reach us, you could email us at info@pushroom.com with any questions, and we'll be happy to respond. Ruben, Priti, thank you so much for being here, taking time out of your schedule to be part of it, and giving our community all this great information.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Which
appreciate
is
it.
really invaluable. So we're gonna give you a little applause. And
Thank you.
what did our friend say it was? A sitting ovation?
Sitting ovation.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. So we leave you guys till next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.